Hello, I'm Holly Thomas. Joining me today is Nigel Green, founder and CEO of deVere, one of the world's largest independent financial advisory organisations. Nigel, thank you for being here with us today. You have recently become an outspoken critic of Donald Trump. What has triggered your comments?
Yes, I have. I actually quite like him as well, so it's kind of strange, isn't it? But obviously I'm in the financial industry, and I think that Donald Trump being president of the United States is actually dangerous for the stock markets around the world and the world economy. So whilst I think he has some positives as a businessman, I think in the political arena, perhaps he's not the right person. And that's me being diplomatic, but yeah, I can be stronger as perhaps as you ask questions you may see.
What do you think is his appeal?
I think the fact that people are fed up with politicians. And I think if you look around the world, you'll see people looking for an alternative. I just think he's the wrong alternative. And people do feel that politicians have not told them the truth. And whether you like Donald Trump or you don't like Donald Trump, you feel that he's telling you what he really thinks. And of course, that perhaps is a good thing. However, as President of the United States with his finger on the button, okay, that's dangerous for me.
You mentioned the word dangerous a few times and dangerous to the stock market in particular.
Yes.
What do investors need to prepare themselves for?
Well, you know, let's see what happens over the next few weeks. But if he is the front runner going into the elections, then you're going to get some volatility, because at the end of the day, the stock markets don't like uncertainty. And if there's a chance that somebody who is trigger happy could be the president, then that's going to concern people worldwide, and it affects stock markets worldwide. So yes, I think they need to be concerned about volatility, and let's see what happens. You know, we've got early stages perhaps, but he's the front runner, and the more outspoken he is, the more votes he appears to be getting. So yes, I think we should already be have some alarm bells warning in our heads anyway.
And is there anything that investors should be actively doing to prepare for this volatility?
I think keep an eye on it first of all, but give it, you know, as I say, a few weeks. And if the early part of 2016, by February, March, he's still there and he hasn't driven everybody crazy in America, then I would say yes. You know, I'd be looking to diversify some of my money away from the stock markets as an election approaches.
Do you think that there are any weaknesses to Donald Trump?
I think the fact that he's been so outspoken, I mean, if you take his recent remarks on Muslims, you know, that's just fundamentally wrong. His remarks on Mexicans, again, I think is fundamentally wrong. And it's those sort of remarks that, you know, if you're president of the United States or a contender to be president, will worry the stock market, because they're wondering what he's going to do, you know. Those people are important to the American economy. And just because you have one Muslim causes a problem, that doesn't mean all Muslims are bad, right? That's, you know, like you're having a bad meal and getting food poisoning, and you refuse to eat for the rest of your life. You know, you can't say that. You know, one Englishman's bad, one Muslim's bad, one, you know, Mexican's bad. Doesn't mean all Mexicans are bad, right? So at the end of the day, he's just literally going at anybody that he thinks will appeal to the voters, and I think that's wrong.
Well, watch this space. Nigel Green, thank you very much for being with us today.
My pleasure.